Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started here, we have to do my price admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but everyone is still not subbed yet. So let me help you by helping me out here. Give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got that out the way, no long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to Kendra G. This one was interesting. A woman looking for a man on her dating show, and she had certain financial requirements. The tribe, you guys gonna eat this one up. There might be a little trigger in this one here. So we're gonna get to the video. No one's cooking in this one, and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
How old are you, Keisha?
45.
45. Do you have any kids?
45.
Yes. 17 and 25.
Grown
17,
kids.
25. Same dad?
Yep.
Was you once married?
Yep.
How many years was you married for?
I've been married twice. So first marriage was 10 years. Second marriage 2.
Say again?
Yeah, say again. Before we get started here, you had 2 cracks at marriage? You was married 10 years one time and 2 years the other time? And you're 45 years old? Whoa. Okay. Let's get to the video. We're off to a bad start.
First marriage was 10 years. Second marriage was 2.
Second marriage was 2. Okay.
Yep.
I just moved my thing by accident. All right. Keisha, what do you do for a living?
I work for the government.
Say it again.
I work for the government.
She works for the government. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus.
The zodiac signs again.
No.
Why, Kendra? Why?
Okay. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
This is Keisha in Central Texas, 45.
Guys
Two
don't care about
children.
that.
She was married twice, works for the government, and is a Taurus. Why did you get a divorce from your last marriage?
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Child, that's old news. We don't need to
All right, we will move forward. What
What?
kind of man are you looking for, Keisha?
Wait. Kendra, I thought you were doing better. A woman that is married, got divorced, and she's on your dating show. And the only answer that she gives you when you ask, why are you divorced? That's a long question. I don't want to get into that. Okay, what kind of man? No. If you really want to help her out, and you need to ask deeper questions that men want to know here. 45-year-old woman with 2 grown kids who's been divorced twice here. We need to know why you divorced. Come on now. We need to know this here, Kendra. You can't slide past that here. Your sister code is still there with you here. You thought you're doing better. Let's see if the video kind of picks back up here. So let's go.
Keisha.
Okay, so you need to put out the list.
Oh, you got a list?
Gotta have good credit. We don't do bad credit at all. No child
What's the
support.
credit score? What's the minimum credit score for you?
At least a 720. We can
Oh!
do 720. That means at least you can, do American Express. We can travel. We can get, some global entry. We can get into the lounges at the airport, that kind of thing.
So you know what's interesting? You didn't make it about the figures. You made it about the credit because, a 720 score 9 times out of 10 would be a 6-figure or higher guy.
You want a guy with an American Express card. First thing, it's not every American Express card that gives you that access. It's platinum Centurion, okay? The platinum and the black card. So I'm gonna pop my collar here. I got one of those here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you which one a man got, but when I was in Vegas, your boy was traveling nice, but not every man has this here. And let's just be honest here. Not every man wants an American Express card. Some men don't even deal with credit cards in general or charge cards. You may have one as an emergency, but the fact that you're going to put this in as a requirement, we know that you're not here for the man. You're here for the experience. You're here for his resources. Come on now. Make this make sense, guys. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about the credit score.
It's not even really about the 6 figures, meaning 720. It's good money management.
Okay.
So I'm 6 figures I'm well into the six figures, and I'm not paying for vacations. If you can't do global entry and TSA pre-check, you cannot travel with me. I'm not waiting. I fly first class a lot of the times. So if you can't, I can't foot the bill for that. No.
She is not talking about the kind of man, the character, stand up, good, decent person. All she's talking about is she don't want to take her shoes off and wait in airport at O'Hare Airport when just because he may not have global entry or TSA pre-check. You know that is, if a man doesn't have it, you go ahead and pay $180 and it's good for like 5 years, right? So let's say that a guy doesn't travel that much, or he just slipped his mind. You're gonna tell me that if a man who doesn't have this here, you're really gonna overlook this here? We can't make this up here. Or the fact that, oh, he gotta have American Express card so you can get it for free? Man, these modern women today, fellas, you gotta guard your hearts and your wallets here, because a woman like this here is not even here for you. She's just here for what's in your wallet. Let's get back to the video.
No,
Keep
and no.
going, Keisha. All right, so
No.
you gotta have good credit. 720 is the minimum.
720
of a credit
minimum.
score. What else?
Yep. I would prefer you have your own home.
Wait, before she gets started here, I want to say this here. When I got my AMEX, I got it at a 680. I'm not saying what our credit score is now, but you don't need a 720 to get an AMEX. I remember I got mine at a 680. So just want to chime that in for my brothers who want to live that life here. Get back to the video here and see what kind of recklessness she's going to say now.
Your own car.
Home. Okay, real quick. Home as in house, or he can live in an apartment.
Yeah, no, we don't do apartments. We do houses.
What?
No, we don't do apartments. No. I mean, when you come to a purchase of a house, that's a big purchase. So that means that there's some sort of stability. I mean, certain things mean certain things in your life.
That is actually wrong. That is so wrong. I want people to get this out of your head. Just because someone has an apartment and someone lives in the house, that has nothing to do all the time with their financial arrangements here. I'll keep it as simple here. If I had my opportunity after owning my property here, I would prefer to rent right now. I know rent's kind of high, but there's certain areas that I would just want to rent and be able to move and get up as I go here, because I can afford it. I can afford a mortgage, I can afford a rent. But to have that kind of mentality, not knowing the background of that man saying, oh, if you rent, I ain't trying to deal with you. Do you know how many places that I would rent that would outplace the private house that you're staying at or what you're doing here? You're putting so many things, a wall on monetary items, wallet and credit, and not one time have we discussed the character of a man that she's looking for, the qualities of the man that she's looking for. Let's get back to the video.
I mean, come on, you can qualify for a home. Come on.
There's a whole other money management that she's not even know right now.
Minimum credit score. You have to own a house. She is adamant. Can he own a condo, or it has to be a house?
He can own a condo.
Okay, so you have to own either your home. So it has to be either a condo or a house.
So basically, you have to have a mortgage. That is what she's saying. If you don't have a mortgage, I ain't talking to you, fellas. Let's get back.
House. What else,
Yeah.
Keisha?
He has to like pets. I do have a dog. That is my best bud. You know, my kids are older and they're doing their thing. So you got to be able to travel. Okay. No criminals at all. Because again, I work for the government. So I do have certain clearances and people that are attached to me, you know.
She don't want a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Certain things we just
I'm not going to get her on that.
Unfortunately.
We don't want women with
Okay.
Pookies and Ray Rays.
Okay, is that it for the list?
I get that.
Let me see. I like tall men. I'm a Taurus, so my love language is
love languages.
touch
Oh,
and
Lord.
gifts. So
Gifts.
if
You
you're
hear it?
not, you know,
Material things,
mentally
guys.
available to learn and to, you know, venture out in life and do certain things. I'm not a house log, so you got to be able to, you know, go and if you have kids, that's okay, but you better have a good relationship with the baby mama, because I don't do drama. I don't have a bad temper, but I don't tolerate certain things. So,
Okay. So what's your deal breakers? What would you not date besides the opposite of everything we just said?
bad credit, no car, can't travel. You have to have a passport. Have to. So that means no back child support. You know, because you can't get a passport if you owe tremendous back child support. Clean. I'm a neat freak. My house, I like it to be a certain way. So when I come to your house, I don't want no dishes in the sink. Your house can't smell funny. Like certain things. As you get older, you tend to have certain customs and courtesies. And my customs and courtesies is luxury, cleanliness, and fun. Those are a must for me.
Okay.
This is why we miss Mr. Samuels right now. This is why we miss Kevin right now. If a woman like this called into his show, he would have got into her for the right reasons. Because once again, I let that play for about a good minute and a half, 2 minutes, and not one mention of the kind of man of quality, character, and value. I'm not saying high value that Mr. Kevin Samuels would say here. I am talking overall value. She has not even mentioned that one time. She has not mentioned a man of character, hardworking, someone that she wants to be over her covenant to support the household here. Everything's been about passports, TSA global check, traveling first class. No man is gonna sign up for this lady. And you're divorced twice. And we still haven't found out why you've been divorced twice here. So the fact that you left 2 men here, let's get back to the video.
Keisha, now you've been married twice. I know I actually
Okay,
at the
Kendra.
top of the show and you didn't want to divulge, but now I need to know a little bit because
Okay. Okay,
you have
Kendra.
your list. I'm gonna respect your list, but I'm curious to know. You've been married twice. Who ended both marriages? Was it
Good
you
question,
or your
Kendra.
ex-husband?
About time.
I did both.
So can you, without maybe giving a lot of details, why did you end both divorces?
First husband, which is the father of my children, and I had been with him since 17.
Okay.
We outgrew each other. My progression was fast. His was a turtle. So, we are really good friends at this point. We have a great co-parenting relationship. But as far as marriage, we stayed married a lot longer than we actually were together. So we came to a point where we were just like, hey, I don't want to hold you up if you want to get into another serious relationship and possibly get married. So we just divorced. So there was really no bad blood there.
We grew apart. I was moving up. He was moving like a turtle. Women don't even respect the marriage vows. Not what she said, we're good friends. Not one thing of infidelity. Not one thing of bad behavior. We're just walking away because you're doing good financially, and now you think that you can get the next best thing. That is how women treat men. Everything that she's asking for makes sense now because of the fact that she wants all these things here, and then she's already been divorced twice, so she's leaving men trying to find something to fund her high style lifestyle here. This is crazy here, y'all. This is bad. Let's get back to the video.
The second marriage was just a disaster. He was a Scorpio, and us Tauruses and Scorpio is either we really love each other or we hate each other. So we fell on the end of we hate each other. So
why?
Keisha, let me ask you this. So how long you been single for now?
Hold on. Kendra, no follow-up question? No follow-up question. And then this is why I hate these signs. He was a Scorpio, so it just wasn't gonna work. No, that's an excuse. You're not taking accountability if you're saying that his sign and your sign don't mix, and after 2 years it just ended. No. If you're saying that, then that means that there's some characteristic traits in him and traits in you, but you're not taking accountability for the actions in your own life and your own relationship and gonna blame it on these signs here, y'all. You know what? To be honest, she sounds like a bad person. All money, all luxury, all these gifts, and no substance. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. You really sound like a bad person right now because no man's going to rock with you. Hearing this here. Let's get back to the video.
I was divorced since 2019.
Okay, so not that long. All right, so when was that your last relationship?
I had a dating span in between there, but nothing.
Of course. You gotta get your buns
The guy you
glazed.
describe everything that he has. Does he have to be with you and only you?
Yes.
Okay. So this has to be also a man. He has to be tall. He has to have a 720 credit score. He has to own his own house. He has to be able to do global entry, a passport. He has to love pets. Could he have kids?
Yes.
He can have kids.
Oh, he can have kids.
No small kids.
What's the age limit of the small kids?
12, because that's the age to stay home by yourself.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen, no pushback on your list. Let me just ask you this.
Hold on. You hear that? 12, so they can be home by themselves here. This is a selfish goddamn woman here. I mean, I understand. If you're willing to be a stepmama, that's involved in all these things here about being that part of the nuclear family and building this extension here. But all you worried about is, oh, he can stay home by himself? You got some damn nerve. Lord have mercy. I know why my guys are trying to zoom to overseas and get their passport. See, my guys do have passports, so they don't got to rock with women like this here and get something more feminine overseas here. Let's get back to the video.
Is that list non-negotiable? Like, if you don't find, is companionship or is that list more important to you? Because I think there's some things on your list that are superficial.
Exactly.
That you could work with.
You're right, Kendra.
Okay. I'm not so ganged up on companionship because I am a happy being with my.
Okay. So
my thing is when you
Y'all hear
go
that?
into getting into relationship and joining your life with someone else's, sometimes their baggage can be a bit heavy. And for me, I've been traveling light for a while, and I'm not ready to pick up a whole lot of baggage from someone else. So my list is, I wouldn't say non-negotiable, but I'm pretty stern on certain things.
Y'all hear this?
I mean, it wouldn't be fair for me to travel with you and you can't do TSA pre-check. I'm not taking off my shoes. I'm not standing alone. Certain things I'm just not doing. I mean, I've kind of made my way through the channels that have those customs, just
but
Let me pause. The first part, what she said here. She's not even looking for companionship. She's only looking for your check. What man wants this here? You're going to give all your resources, time, money spent for this luxury stuff here. And you clearly said that companionship is not the top priority here right now. Then what are you here for besides taking money? This is comment section. What do y'all think about this woman? Seriously, y'all. Seriously. And we want to wonder why Kevin Samuels was so successful. Women like this here. Let's back to the video.
Agreement that you have made is if you can't get it, you're fine. Like, you either have this or you won't have companionship, and that's fine with you.
yes, because those things they're really easy to achieve. You can.
Let me ask you this. Okay, now let me throw this scenario out there. You meet a guy, he got all the qualities, he has your list. You guys are rocking and rolling. A month in, something tragic happens. He loses his job. Now what? Do you break up with this man?
Are we in a committed relationship?
Y'all in a committed relationship, and life happens. And
okay, here we go.
Fly first class. He lost his job. Life has hit him, and you still want to go on your fabulous trips and things of that nature. Do you leave that man because he can't continue on to live the way you live?
No, Kendra. Not after. I mean, if we're in a committed relationship and I'm really, really feeling them, like if I'm really feeling them, like a month in, you're really not. Maybe
let's say 6. I guess the point I'm trying to.
This right here says it all, guys. She's not in for the long haul. Her hypergamous nature is going to kick you to the curb as soon as she sees one thing. She is not ride or die. She is not someone that's going to hold you down. She is not someone that is going to be a rock for you when you have your tough times. Your spouse who's supposed to rock with you is supposed to be the one that's going to hold you down here. You're telling me that if he lost his job, you're out the door? Now, I know she asked a question about 1 month here. Reason why I comment on this here, because I had a similar situation like this 14 years ago. Was dating somebody for about 3 or 4 months. Lost my job, making about $56,000 a year. So in 2008, single, no kids, no bills except for my car note and my spot. It's good money. Lost my job on Valentine's Day, y'all. And I don't know if she had a guy waiting in the wings or she pivoted. Man, as soon as I told her that, yo, the relationship had changed. But here's the funny thing. 2 months later, I found my next job making $81,000. I was making $25,000 more a year, okay? But the relationship was already done at that point. I had savings. I wasn't broke. Of course, I filed for unemployment to have money coming in here. So, and then I looked at it as like a 2-month vacation, basically. But as soon as she heard, lost your job, and everything changed. But you want to know what happened after the fact here? She was dating around with Pookies and Ray Rays here, and you see that dude here today. She tried to hypergamy me, level up, and then it got to a certain point, and now she for the streets here. And this woman here, even though she's high earner, she is for the streets, y'all. Let's get back to the video, give it a little bit more time here.
To make is
Okay.
because the thing is this, like, your list is your list. I ain't gonna challenge you on a girl. You have to be happy. That's why I asked you about companionship, because sometimes you might miss out on companionship if you're like, I think that, again, I know how you roll. I roll in a similar way to a certain
That's why you're
degree,
single, Kendra.
But I also know that everybody doesn't always roll that way. But if you are strong, if you're like, I have to fly first class, I will not take off my shoes. Those things, to me, when it comes to a foundation of a relationship, is kind of superficial. Like,
Yes, it is, Kendra. You're right. You're giving some good advice here. This woman, I said she's a bad person, but if you want to give it a good technical term, your ass is superficial. And no one in my tribe is getting down with this.
more things is like, are you respecting me? Are you taking care of me? If something happened to you, would he still be there for you and take care of you if life happened? Those are the real things. TSA pre-check, Keisha, you really gotta not date a guy because he can't do TSA pre-check.
Come on, Kendra. You can do it. Look, but see, when you've lived 45 years, right?
And you're 45?
I haven't had a relationship experience. Again,
no.
I've been married twice, and that's been most of my life. And I've only dated one person in between my 2 marriages. So for me, it's a level of your life, of what does your life experience tell me about you. I know we all experience life differently. However, some things as you grow in life, you should experience, as in TSA pre-check. I mean, that.
I'm stopping the video, guys. Enough of her. Enough of her. Enough of this. Now, let me say something here. TSA pre-check is nice. It's a luxury. You know, if you travel a lot and you don't feel like taking your shoes off. But you know what? It's only taking your shoes and your belt off and your jacket off and putting your stuff in the bin. I've done that, and I have TSA pre-check global entry. And yes, it's a nice luxury. But you know what? I would not put that standard on a woman to say, you know what, though, babe, if you ain't got that, you know, of course, then you're going to, why don't you pay for it for me? But do you see how superficial that sounds? How often are you traveling? People got to work 5 days a week. I know we have, you know, you have your vacation time, your PTO time, but how often are you really traveling to say this is a deal breaker? Add another thing too, you're not really high on companionship. Add another thing too, you're 45 years old. The people in my tribe here, seeing a 45-year-old woman, this is just sad to have this many requirements thinking that a man is gonna want this here. Everything was about American Express, 720 credit score. I live this lifestyle, so he has to do this too. And for some reason that he slips up, I'm out the door. Ladies, men are watching this every day here. This is not the only one speaking this here. And men, if you see women like this here, we run for the hills because she ain't rocking with you. She ain't rocking with us. It's not genuine. It is not genuine. It is not personal. It is not everything that a nuclear relationship needs to be built on. So If we see women like this here, we run for the door. And ladies, if you know women like this here who's in your friend circle, you need to cut them off. And then ladies, if this is actually you're watching my videos, or if you watch Kendra G's original video and you say, what's wrong with this here? She is going to die alone. She already got a dog, like she said here, but no man is going to accept giving all his resources, his time, money, and then on top of that too, if he has kids, it can't be no more than 12 because he stay home alone. This woman is all over the place here. It's sad. That's why men in my chats are saying that they already have their passports. They're going to other countries because modern women acting like this is not a winning deal for men here. There is nothing here that my men in my tribe see here is like, man, I want to fall in love. I want a relationship. I want to have this companionship here. No, this is a woman here that we run. I'd rather be alone. So ladies, if this is you here, this is the perfect setup and trap for you guys to die alone. And for men here, stay away, because you know what? This is a perfect scenario where that you need to guard your pockets and your wallet, because she will empty them. Comment, like, subscribe, click on that bell notification below. I want to know what you guys think about this video here. Is this woman so off base here? What about Kendra? She did a few things here, but she does not give enough follow-up questions. She needs to hold these women more accountable. And what you think about my commentary here? But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.